when you give a person a fish, you feed them for a day. When you teach them how to fish, you feed them for a lifetime. But my whole mentality is on a different level. If we could teach people how to buy the pond, they could feed their families for generations. I'll trade you.
I'm gonna pass that one.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to HFX Interviews. Today we've got Nes with us. I'm Max Oliver, and we are so pumped to have you on our episode here today.
I'm pumped to be here. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. We're in Ontario, California here right before the event, and we're just getting pumped. So Nes, we want to hear, how did you get into trading?
Well, that's interesting because I've actually, in 2015, I've partnered up. One of my partners was Brandon Boyd, and we were learning just the basics of trading in the stock market and stock options. But I was questioning in that moment if it was really for me, because even though I love the concept of putting your money to work in the markets, it wasn't something that I could reach people globally with, because only few countries have access to the U.S. Stock market, to trade in. So a couple of months went by, and then we got introduced to Forex. I loved the idea of Forex because anyone worldwide can participate, and there was no real investment minimum. So it was interesting because people could get started with as little as $10, $50, $100, whereas with certain stock option brokers, you would need minimum $2,000 to participate. So I knew I couldn't impact the masses with that. So I didn't really bother learning. But upon learning Forex, within my first 5 minutes of copying and pasting a trade idea, I made $40 in my first 5 minutes. And I thought to myself, I said, man, if I could do this in a matter of 5 minutes, what could the average person do per hour? Is it possible for them to beat their hourly wage at their jobs if they learn how to put their money to work for them? And that's what really set the fire in me to just keep going. More and more people around me was winning at Forex. And I said, you know what, I need to take the skill set to another level. Fast forward around, sometime in 2016, I put myself in a position where I was trading in front of hundreds of people, right? So I forced myself to get better. I forced myself. By myself, but also with a couple of friends.
Cool.
Yeah, that would kind of coach me along the way. So as time went on, holding my strategy, the Simple Scalper strategy, which is available for anyone who's involved with HFX Academy, is one of the strategies on the Liberty software. So basically, I was fine tuning that strategy, and I wasn't the best at it. I was losing more than I was winning at one point. And then I started to win more than losing, and then got to a point where I was seeing consistent results. With that consistency, it brought the momentum I needed to really compound that account, and then my account really started to grow, and that is when I started to really get attention from other people.
Yeah. And then how did you become a Go Live educator? How did, kind of walk me through that.
Gotcha. So in 2018, I got with one of my partners, Manny Quillones, and Lizardo Tavares, who are Chairman 100s now in IM. And we were doing several businesses before we got into IM. I'm very close to them. And so I said, if I'm going to build this dynasty in IM, I'm going to do it with you, right? I dabbled into it like a year before, but I wasn't really too into it. And it didn't work out with the person that I was dealing with before. So I went back to the beginning. I went back to the people I was grinding with. And long story short, Manny Quillones said, look, I don't know about binary options, but I'm going to let the whole team know what you're doing. And then eventually, let's see what happens from there. It became instantly popular. It was different. People were able to make $5, $10 in literally in a matter of minutes. Yeah. And that's a huge deal when you really count everything up in a long run. So we started to max out the Zooms. A lot of the people on the Zoom were emailing the company like, hey, take a look at Nes. I was in contact with Chris, Jason, Matt Rosa. I was showing them all the proof, showing them all my recorded Zooms, and put it like this: in my first 100 trades in that whole spree, I cleared 89 of them.
Wow.
I was really gunning for more than 90, but I had a bad night one night. So I cleared 89 out of 100 trades in a span of like 3 months. Our goal is to spread this to the world. Learn how to put your money to work for you so you can eventually live life more on your terms.
And that's really inspiring because as I've talked with you, you've gone over this story of how you started with, very, very small amounts, and talked about how, minimum entry level, you don't need much to start trading.
You really don't. You really don't. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions. People think that you need a lot of money to start trading. You don't need a lot of money to start trading. Basically, it's as simple as this: work your full-time job, right? Put some money on the side, right? That can help contribute towards building your digital business here. That can help contribute towards building up your digital investment account, which is your trading account, right? Just start doing that and putting that side capital to work for you, right? Eventually, that can start to flip. And what we teach over here is the skill. We don't trade for anybody here, right? Just for the viewers watching. I don't trade for no one. No one trades for me. What we do is we teach the skill set. What we do is we give people an inside look as to what we are doing in real time. And they're able to shadow us. They're able to learn from us, but we don't trade for a soul.
Right.
We're basically just giving people an inside look of what we are doing. And it's a powerful thing because you know how the saying goes. When you give a person a fish, you feed them for a day. When you teach them how to fish, you feed them for a lifetime. But my whole mentality is on a different level. If we could teach people how to buy the pond, they could feed their families for generations. That's a whole different depth of vision, And so that's essentially what I'm looking to do. Really create an impact.
That's a great analogy.
If you can flip $1 into $2, you can flip any dollar you come across. So I don't look at money the same no more. You show me $500, I'm already thinking of how I could flip that to 5,000. It's just I don't look at money the same no more.
Yeah. So why trade HFX over other styles of trading?
Well, HFX stands for high frequency exchanges. It's really another name that we put in place of binary options, right? But essentially what we're doing is fast-paced trading. I found that it was a better way for me to trade and a better way for me to just kind of keep my schedule on point because I'm also building a business. I'm a chairman 25 in this company. My true passion is in building, but learning the skill set of trading has really took me to a whole other level.
Yeah.
And so I believe that in this company, we have the power, we have the tools to really help anyone become a skilled chairman trader.
That's amazing. Everyone, this is Nes Velazquez. He trades live in front of thousands of people. Thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you would like to say to our viewers today?
Well, thank you for having me, and for the viewers out there, thank you for watching. Hopefully you did take notes, because I tell you, to kind of crammed everything that I went through over the last 5 years, 6 years to just a couple of minutes. I really hope you soak all this in, because it will save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money. And you know what they say, if we want to reach higher heights, we have to stand on the shoulders of giants. In I Am Mastery Academy, we have giants of just about every aspect of digital entrepreneurship and digital investing. Take advantage. There's been nothing like this, not for a while, right? So people are going to be talking about this moment 20 years from now. Mark my words.
Hey, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Nes.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Seriously. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode.